Alright, what up? So, here it is. It is, probably like 1:30 right now, 1:25, 1:30 in the morning. I woke up about an hour ago. Fell asleep at a little before 5 o'clock. So I got about 8 hours of sleep, roughly. And let me actually go back a minute here. I did not get any sleep the night before. Pulled an all-nighter before today or yesterday for my orientation at Lincoln Technology. Went to my counseling appointment at 2 at the Denver Vet Center and came back here, started to watch some videos, ate some pizza, and passed out, and here I am. I'm not going to go back to sleep because I got 8 hours of sleep, and that's overkill if I go back to sleep now. So I'm probably just going to end up staying up for the remainder here. And yeah, I had started a video earlier, but decided to delete it because I lacked the confidence to post on YouTube. And after speaking with my counselor at the Denver Vet Center, I decided that, it's better if I just post these videos unedited, raw. That's what I'm going to do from here on out until I get into a better camera, because I'm using my phone now and understanding how to edit my video. So if there's anybody that can tell me if there's a way to edit videos on your phone, which I haven't seen anything, or maybe I just haven't researched a little bit more into it. I'm just gonna leave my videos raw. I'm not looking to have a lot of subscribers or anything, and I really hope that this helps other people out. As I stated in my video earlier yesterday morning when I was going to orientation, that in a matter of a couple days I'm going to be homeless. I'm not really ashamed to put that out on YouTube, and being that it's such a public platform, I'm really not ashamed to share that with people. I wish I could say it was my first time being homeless, but it isn't. It's my second time. I was definitely more ashamed the first time, because I was literally sleeping in my car, sleeping on people's couches, and then eventually wound up in transitional housing through an organization, and I don't know what the acronym is. It's CRRC out of Denver, and they helped get me into the transitional housing. I was there for 2 years and 3 months. It was good and bad. It was bad because I lost my freedom of being able to go anywhere I wanted to go, do what I wanted to do. I couldn't drink because it was a rehab place that I went to. I wasn't there for the rehab part. I was there for the homelessness part. But being that it was a rehab, I had to follow the same rules as the guys going through rehab. So breathalyzers, random UAs, that kind of fun stuff. And then I was also on a curfew. So for 2 years, I was had to deal with that. So this time around, being homeless, I am not going to go that route. I'm going to lean on the Volunteers of America, a great organization that helps out vets that are homeless or on the verge of being homeless. In this case, I am going to be homeless this time, so sorry, my arm's getting tired, so I switched to my left hand. That sounded really bad. Anyway, this is weird for me to share this with you guys, or with people, if anybody's out there watching these videos. For the fact that if this was back in 2014, I wouldn't be even considering doing this kind of video. I probably would have been more likely to want to hurt myself because of the shame I was feeling in my situation. With that being said, if there's any vets in Colorado or just around the country, I would highly recommend you reach out to your local vet centers. Denver has a great vet center, so any Colorado vets that are struggling with PTSD, or don't know that they have PTSD and need to be diagnosed, go to the Denver Vet Center, get diagnosed. They help save my life. They help me to get on a path of managing my PTSD, and I'm no longer ashamed of it. I'm no longer, I swallowed my pride, because when I found out originally back in, I think it was 2010, that I had PTSD, I denied it because I was still in the Army. I was still in the Guard. I still put the uniform on once a month, and I did not want to accept the fact that I had PTSD. It was I was not a sick call ranger when I was in the military. If I I tried to suck it up and drive on and complete whatever mission we had when I was overseas. So I know what it feels like to have to, especially when you're still wearing the uniform, to have to admit that there's something mentally wrong with you. Not that sounds bad, but that you have a mental condition that hinders your ability to perform your duties. And it was affecting me. I couldn't be the leader I wanted to be. I still put forth my best effort when I was in, and I'm not ashamed of my career. It was just 11 years, 7 odd months that I wore the uniform and performed my duty to the best of my ability. It was just time for me to realize that it was time to hang up the uniform. I will still always, in my heart, feel like that was the place I needed to be, and I'm not going to say that. Excuse me. I'm not going to say that there's not days that go by that I wish I could put that uniform back on, go march over and fight battles or do what I needed to do. I'm not saying I was a hard charger. At one point when I was lower enlisted, I was probably a little bit more high speed. I just yeah, I'm not going to get too deep into it. But yeah, my point being is that if there's vets out there and they're struggling with something and they don't know what it is, go find out what it is. Don't be ashamed about it. And if you go to the Denver Vet Center or any vet center, they are a part of the VA, but they're not. They're separate. So you go there, anything you share with them, it's your, you don't have to share it with the VA. It doesn't go to the VA. It doesn't go to anybody else unless you give them consent. And that's the wonderful thing about it. And I mean, my experience has been wonderful at the Denver VA. So any Colorado veterans, go there. If you're not already going there, go there. I highly recommend it. I'm gonna end this video because I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. Anyway, I hope that this is for more videos to come, and if there's any content that you guys want me to talk about as far as anything vet related, I would like to hear your comments. But if not, no biggie. I'm gonna keep on doing this just because it's kind of therapeutic to me, to actually just put myself out there and be vulnerable. As silly as that might sound, those are the things I'm learning about dealing with PTSD, is that there's other emotions other than being pissed off and angry all the time. Anyway, peace out, and you're never out of the fight.